All right, Mason, it's Mooper Mole Monday.
That's right.
Before we get into this is via Variety.
It's me, I'm Mooper Mole.
Oh. Variety said, Mooper Mole, that more than 100 million people are expected to tune in on Monday, February 11th for Super Bowl LV111.
Good, because I got a lot of things to say.
All right. Pitting the Chiefs against the 49ers, whatever. Now, buying a...
That's Travis Kelce's team.
That's right.
He's dating Taylor Swift.
Yeah. You're mad about that? Do you have a big opinion on that?
No, this is me. This isn't.
Yeah, I know.
Mooper Mole
I'm
left.
asking if you have
He left. I don't really have anything to say with Mooper Mole, the character, so he's gone.
Now, buying a 30-second ad during the most watched television event of the year doesn't come cheap. A prime spot in the first quarter could run for approximately $7 million this year.
I actually don't have that much cash on me, so
Shut up, Mooper Mole.
I'm going to leave.
As the box office struggles to return to its pre-pandemic strength, Hollywood is hoping these massive marketing spends will translate into substantial ticket sales for upcoming blockbusters. Now, I just wanted to mention this doesn't always pay off because last year, Amazon plunked down more than $7 million for a 60-second spot for the Ben Affleck, Matt Damon movie Air.
Oh, yeah.
Based on the story about we have to get this shoe to Michael Jordan or he'll kill us.
Yeah.
It really is a gamble and it can mean nothing. Anyways, the big reveal though, of course.
Oh, yes.
Was Deadpool and Wolverine, rumored to be titled Deadpool and Friend.
Sure.
Which I feel like they should have gone with.
Or
Look,
Deadpool 3.
Sure. Nah. Marketing-wise...
Deadpool 4?
Yeah, that's good. That's funny.
It is
because then people are furiously looking for Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
I think, like, marketing-wise, this is the smartest title to really do
Absolutely.
for this, right?
Friend is funny, but
Yep.
Wolverine will get people through the door.
That's right, yeah. So it's
Where's Wolverine, they'll say. They'll
Yeah.
kick the door in. No, I won't buy a ticket. Where is he? I was told he was in this theatre.
Anyway, it starts with the Deadpool is living his life, and he's wearing a wig.
Yes.
Wearing a Ray Martin-esque wig. And
That's a local reference.
boy, is it.
Yeah.
And it's his...
Oh, we could put in a clip of Eric Banner as Ray Martin.
That's right. Matt, can you do that if this becomes a video? Thank you.
If not, just Google it for your own satisfaction.
That's just
I
for
think.
you, yeah. And all these friends are there. Vanessa, Dopinder, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, Yukio, Blind Owl. Shatterstar is alive?
Yeah, he unkilled them all.
Did
at
he
the end of
bother?
Deadpool
I didn't
2.
think he would bother to go back and get Shatterstar. Because I know
Wow.
Peter's there and he would have gone back for Peter.
Yeah,
But I didn't think he'd go back for Shatterstar.
Pretty sure he went back for
Yeah,
everybody.
you're probably right. But I was just surprised. I didn't think they were close.
Well, canonically he has, hasn't he?
Yes. No, he has. I was just surprised to see
Unless
him there.
Shatterstar can just regenerate from that weird yellowy green goop
True.
that he was reduced to in that movie.
Colossus. The TVA shows up and it looks slightly different.
That's a TVA from the
But
other
it looks
thing.
slightly different, and nobody works there that we recognize.
Well, it's slightly different, maybe for reasons of continuity and story, but also because they have to redo the costumes of everybody in every movie and TV series.
Sure. So Matthew McFadden, because this role was rumored that they were going to bring back Owen Wilson and it'd be a Mobius thing. I think the leak or the rumor or the conjecture is that he's Mr. Paradox, who's often a future version of Mobius.
I see.
The explanation I've
Or
got
he could
here.
be there for a series of Succession jokes.
Sure.
Mostly that, I would guess.
Do you think they'll do that?
Yes.
There's a moment where Deadpool's like, look at this, Disney. And then he looks at the camera and I went, oh, we're back.
Oh, we are back. We thought it was so over, but it is so back.
And he's tasked with saving the universe. What do you think's going on here? Are we doing a battle world situation?
It certainly seems that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think, is he being tasked with pruning variants?
Yeah.
Perhaps that's it. And the variants being characters from perhaps Fox Marvel properties? I think so.
Do you feel like it's a situation where somebody has brought all these variants into like a battle world Mad Max style arena? Because you see like big spiky balls in the background and everyone's on like Mad Max vehicles and it's like this weird desert wasteland.
Sure.
And so it's like the Fox Fantastic Four fight Elektra and whatever. Do you think like that's...
That'd be a fairly short fight, I think.
Sure, yeah. Do you think that's what it is? So there's someone who's doing some kind of galactic...
Yeah, and look, it could also be a case of, they're all on the hunt for a singular, like a thing, like a gem or an amulet or a time stone or something like that. And
Yeah.
if they get it, they become the dominant force in the universe.
Cool.
And I suspect the TVA wants the MCU universe to be the dominant universe. So Deadpool's got to go out there and kill everybody else before they get the gem or the time stone or the whatever.
Do you think it's
the amulet?
Do you think it's his knowledge of comic books and pop culture and the fact that he knows that he's in a movie the reason you'd get him?
Yes, because he's just like us.
We're
The hero's
saving
just
the
like
universe.
this. That's right. We're both the main character. We're all the main character.
Yeah.
And we're saving the universe because we know the most.
Yeah.
We've learned the most things. We've looked at the most Wikipedia pages about this sort of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's right.
So, like,
finally.
when
Finally, it's nerds' time to shine.
So when like Pyro shows up, he could be like, That's Pyro from X-Men 2 and 3.
That's right.
Etc.
Yeah.
Iceman headbutted
His
him.
vulnerability is being shot in the head.
Because he's a guy.
He's just a man mostly. Yeah, sure. I'll just wait till he's not looking and I'll shoot him in the head.
Now, beyond that, like, battle world, there's a bunch of, like, strewn stuff. There's, like, the 20th Century Fox logo. There's, like, a crashed helicarrier. There's, like, one of those flying whale skeletons at
From
one
the
point
Avengers.
we see. Yeah. Because people have said, is this Doctor Doom? There's a guy in a big kind of... Looks like it's going to be a rail gun, but it's a big laser on a tank or whatever. And you see them in the background.
I think that's just a post-apocalyptic guy.
Yeah, same. I think if it was going to be Doom, you'd make it known that it was Doom, like in a more dramatic way.
Absolutely, yeah. You wouldn't have him show up like that. You'd obscure him for the first trailer, and then you'd pan out and reveal him in the next one, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Before this trailer, the rumor was going to be that Deadpool was going to reveal the Fantastic Four cast in the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
Like he was just going to
Just say
look
it.
at the screen and just announce who they were. Speaking of Doom.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen.
No.
Unless I missed it.
It was pretty much confirmed this week that Pedro Pascal he's definitely involved.
Now, this was revealed by the director.
Yeah.
And then his Instagram account just disappeared.
And him, presumably.
Yeah. So he's not doing it anymore and he's dead.
Do you think they're all locked in, or do you think they've only got this one guy? Michael Chiklis, because he was asked about appearing in this because there's that fake image of him. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, he's
where
in the Thing suit.
Yeah.
With a mocap cap on. But he said...
He might be in it, but that is fake.
Yeah. And he said, Chiklis said, he's not in it, that's a fake photo.
Yeah.
But he knows who is the Thing.
Yeah.
And he likes this person's work.
It looks to be cousin from The Bear. That's the rumor.
Eben Moss Baccarat.
I don't know whether that's still the case.
That's a guy who's been in a bunch of great stuff.
Yep.
Very recently. You can't miss him, if you watch The Bear.
And look, man, you only really got to do one, and then you can just voice this from here on out.
That's so true.
It's totally fine. You don't even have to be there for the rest of it. That's the best role to be.
Yeah.
You do it seriously once, and you're there on the day, and you're walking around and whatever.
That's
you
right.
know what I mean?
You do a men's health.
Yeah,
You do a men's health
all that.
cover,
And then
you're like, I'm so dehydrated for no reason.
then you never show up again.
Now I've got a weird relationship with food forever. But then after that, you can just phone it in from the set of The Bear.
Exactly. Now, there's a couple of shots of Wolverine in this, but there's an earlier one where you see a guy with like Wolverine-esque hair, and he's wearing like a white suit jacket, and he's sitting in a casino.
That's
You
right.
see the back of him.
Sure do.
The speculation is that this is probably Patch, who's what's that casino island in the Marvel universe? Madripoor, yeah. Because for a time in Wolverine's career, he took on this alias and went and worked there. And he wears an eye patch and he has the white suit. Do you think that's actually going to be Hugh Jackman, or do you think the chair's going to turn around and it's like it's Daniel Radcliffe or something like that? Like he's going to get...
I don't think it is, but Marvel, there's still time. You want to make that happen? You got upwards of 3 weeks.
Do you know what I mean, though? Like, he's on the hunt because he needs someone to help him, and so he chooses Wolverine, and he goes to get him, but it's like the wrong guy. Yeah, imagine getting the wrong guy, and that's funny, and that's a joke.
That is funny.
That's a free joke.
You could get Dougray Scott.
Oh my
God. One of the
You could get
possibilities.
Dougray Scott.
I think it might be.
Yeah.
I was
Russell Crowe was going to be Wolverine at one point.
I was initially hesitant.
It's not Russell Crowe.
No, it's not Russell Crowe. I was initially hesitant to agree with you there. I thought, no, it'll probably be a scene where they have to go undercover or something like that. But I don't know if the timeline of the movie would work out like that. I think potentially you're right.
It's an opportunity for a joke.
It's an opportunity for a joke. Or maybe they do go do a little undercover thing.
It's even better than that. It's an opportunity for a reference, which is better than a joke.
That is so much better than a joke.
Anyway, I'm sure there's some disappointment surrounding, like, you don't really see Wolverine in it. You actually get a shot of him at the front in the TV spot. It's blurry, but you see him.
Or his stunt double.
Yeah, or his stunt double. But you mostly get the shadow, and then you see his back for a second, and then that's really it.
If you really need to see some shots of Wolverine,
there's a million.
So many set leak photos. Don't even worry about it.
How do you feel about this? Did it get you jazzed? It's the only MCU movie of the year. We talked about this. They're paring down their output, which is good.
Less volume.
Obviously, Spum is dragging this down because Spum's like, us too, we make movies, Marvel movies. And
that's right, and we put Marvel at the front. We put in association with really small, so you don't notice.
Yeah. I think, look, regardless of this being good or not, this feels like at least a pretty substantial hit.
Put that on the next ad. Regardless of whether this is good or not, it feels like it'd be good.
Or do you think it's going to be like a No Way Home, or do you think it's going to be like Return of the King? I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
It's the
like,
Return of the King, all right. Deadpool's the king, baby.
Is this the pinnacle of what Deadpool is doing?
I think so, yeah.
Or is this going to be reference, joke about a reference?
It probably will be, but I think Deadpool is probably the best at it.
Yeah.
than anybody else.
Even She-Hulk, because she loves a
I
reference.
do like She-Hulk. I think this is going to be good.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely excited for this one. I think it's going to be fun.
No, I think you're right. It is like the perfect person to do this.
Ryan Reynolds has a really good handle on Deadpool, which is why he's shifted his entire public persona to just being Deadpool.
Yeah, right.
I think he nailed it and it works, and that's why he's just that now.
Okay, fair enough. Do you think, though, is this enough? Like, are people sick
No,
of...
nothing's ever enough.
You know, like, it's this guy from this, and, oh, look, she's shown up and she was whatever. At what point are people just going to switch off? Is this the dying gasp or the last hurrah of something like this?
I think it might be the last hurrah.
And
yeah.
I'm sure like it will be attempted more down the line.
Yeah, and I think probably Ryan Reynolds might have a Deadpool cameo in Secret Wars.
Well, I think Secret Wars will be more like a serious gathering of the greatest characters and heroes from across different dimensions, where this will be more like some of that, but a silly thing.
Yeah.
He's a silly, stupid guy you didn't think you'd see, but here he is.
That's right.
Look, here's an idiot we got.
That's right.
We got an idiot that everybody makes fun of.
Yeah.
Follow-up question. Will this save the MCU? Like, we've noticed like a dip in quality. We've definitely noticed like a dip in terms of
Box
office. Is this like the boost?
No.
No?
I think this is for Deadpool fans. We know there's a lot of them.
Yep.
And I think it's going to be like Guardians of the Galaxy 3. It's for people who...
Like a standalone
almost. people loved, the last couple, and they want to see how the story ends. A lot of people finished
I thought
with
it ended
Endgame.
on a high with Madam Web.
That's right, exactly. One more couldn't hurt. I think there are people who are like, we finished the Marvel saga with Endgame, and I'm pretty much done. But I love Deadpool, so here we go again.
What about this though?
Last ride.
Worst case scenario.
Yes.
This turns out to be a situation like The Rock saving the DC universe, just like he's currently saving wrestling.
Mm-hmm, sure.
Do you think that there is a chance that people are like, they turn?
Oh.
That they're like, you've thought you were going to come in and do something great.
Okay.
And we're not responding to this or whatever. Do you think there's a chance of like that happening? And I don't think Ryan Reynolds is here going like, I'm here to save the MCU, I'm going to fix everything. Whereas like the way that Black Adam was approached was like, I'm bringing Superman back and I'm going to fight Superman and I'm in charge and whatever.
See, I think the reason that didn't work is because that is not a concern with quality. That's just a concern with what I'm gonna do. Okay. But I think Ryan Reynolds has a commitment to quality with this character.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd be like, it's just gonna be me again and we're gonna rake in the box office because it's Deadpool and Wolverine. I think he's genuinely like, we're gonna make a trilogy of fun ones,
I think that's probably the way it's gonna go. But anything can be good or bad. We just don't know.
Except Spum.
Yeah.
Madam Web's gonna be bad.
We don't know.
We do, and it's bad. I've seen it. James, I've seen it. Perfectly in my mind.
Think about this though.
I've imagined it and rotated in 3D in my head and it's really bad.
Maybe that's the problem with you. You're going in expecting to hate it.
That's true.
And that's what's got to make it bad for you. And not that the movie itself is bad.
Yeah. It's only
It's probably a good movie.
It's only everything I've seen, in advance. All the footage of it that's
the
making
people
me think
in
it's
it who were saying it's bad.
Yeah. That's making me expect it's going to be bad, and I'm going to go in thinking it's going to be bad, and it'll be bad, and that's on me. That's on me.
That's right. Anyway, I guess if people have any thoughts about this, let us know. You know what I mean? What's going on? Oh, there's a comic in it. There's a we talked about this. There's a
Secret Wars.
I think Eric Voss posted it on Twitter.
It looks to me like
the more modern logo?
the Jonathan Hickman written comic, but who knows?
Who knows,
man?
We don't know and we'll never know.
That's right.
It's not up to us.
Yeah.
We just love references and referencing things.
That's right.
And those are better than jokes. Or even storylines or people you know or whatever.
This movie could just be a conveyor belt of cameos.
You know what? If any movie was going to do it, this is the one, right?
Yeah.
Just do the best version of a conveyor belt of cameos, and that's good enough. Don't you think?
I agree.
And speaking of, we're actually looking at that Spider-Man No Way Home this week, which is a conveyor belt of cameos.
Sure
it's a smaller conveyor belt, but
yeah.
Boy, you had some thoughts.
I do. And I think back in the day of like a year ago, whenever that movie came out, I was in the minority, but I think the tide's turned.
I agree. You've shifted it.
I think
You've
so.
shifted public
By
perception.
sheer force of personality.
Anyways, this video, it's actually from our podcast, The Weekly Planet, where we talk movies and comics and TV shows. Now, you might want to listen to that. It's got its own YouTube, Spotify, etc. Or you can head over to bigsandwich.co where there's early videos like Caravan of Garbage, Spider-Man No Way Home Mason that's coming up. There's movie commentaries. There's bonus stuff, isn't there?
Yeah.
Video game Let's Plays.
Yes.
Check it out.
Thanks for finally letting me speak, James.
Oh, sorry.
I was going to see how long I could go.
I can keep going. I'm not doing anything. Actually, this costs more to edit, Matt. I have to give him more money. So we're just going to cut it here, all right?
Yeah, okay, great.
Yeah. I'll leave a like. Fuck. All right.
I had a lot of fun making this video and the outro.